Godzilla vs. Kong, a matchup not seen since the 1960s. Albeit this time with a twist. But we're here not to talk about the film in general, no. We're here to talk about a very specific subplot involving these three characters. And I guess one villainous character who's just a very stale antagonist. I guess if you could even call him that. He must have about 3 scenes total with just the minimalist dialogue. He ends up being one of the only main characters that gets tangled up in this particular subplot, and with all honesty, he really isn't an antagonist. Just a misguided fool at best. Yeah, of course, he's the sole reason Mechagodzilla exists, but besides looking at a screen or staring out a window, there's no character there. It could have been Mind Melder over here becoming the main villain, and it still would have been dumb, but at least the movie would have saved money on not having these 4 actors that have little to no purpose. Now, before I end up going off on a bigger tangent to the general plot of this film, let's just try to stay focused on these 3 characters who I don't even know why they're involved in this film. How every single bit of their story is just nothing more than a cringy reason to, include these 2 characters from the last film? Now, Godzilla films has always had that human plot alongside the monsters, but these 3 characters are the actual main ones. There's always the ones that follow the monsters the whole movie and kind of just interact with every fight. So why do you have this extra subplot tacked on that does just absolutely nothing to the actual story happening and adds, 20 to 25 minutes to the runtime? I should probably start from the beginning, as Millie Bobby Brown is watching news about the Godzilla attack on Apex. Next, we find out she's listening to the conspiracy theorist podcaster that infiltrated the facility while Godzilla was attacking it earlier. Her task at the moment is to figure out where the guy is located. Her clues are Chinatown and Bleach. So she takes Fire Dick's van over here. I gotta say, the kid's looking considerably skinnier since Deadpool 2. But why do they have to include a secondary comic relief character that is literally running hand in hand with the other comic relief character? Needless humor, I guess, for humor's sake? Well, now they're at a random store in Chinatown and ask about large quantities of bleach. They so happen to find the correct place, I guess, first try, and it kind of becomes a running theme for them. They find Bernie with a bribe and talk to him in a random restaurant. Now, I may have gone through that a little fast, but it's kind of a perfect representation of what the movie did as well. I counted, 5 location changes in the span of 6 minutes with the same characters? First, Millie Bobby Brown's house, then the van, to the store, then Bernie's front door, and then just ending up in the restaurant. At least if you're at Bernie's front door, just go inside. That would make at least more sense, and it doesn't seem as harsh of a change in location as it does going into a random restaurant to talk about this crap. I don't get why MBB is just so invested in this sole podcaster, besides the fact that it's for script's sake. Wouldn't there be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of podcasts available when there's giant monsters roaming the planet? It would be one of the hottest topics. All I gotta say is that they have no plan. It's nothing more than allowing these characters to just aimlessly run around what should be an insanely secure facility. But no, they're allowed to get into any place at any time in the easiest way possible. So, there's no security features to any part of their sneaking into the Apex facility in Florida. They walk into the destroyed building, head into an elevator that takes them down 33 floors and into a pod that's housing some baby monsters. At which point, they end up trapped inside and sent to Hong Kong just so they can be in the same city as the rest of the cast at the very end of the movie. I seriously just can't comprehend why they thought any part of this subplot was actually that acceptable. There's no recourse to their actions, even when they finally get noticed just wandering into a random room and locking the door instantly, which shouldn't be possible from inside that specific room in the first place unless the script needed it to happen, which still changed nothing in the end. Oh, how did they get there? Well, first, after leaving the pod with baby monsters, they end up inside a giant fighting arena, and what does this asshole do? No sensors showing humans down there? No? No way to detect that loud-ass echo? No? What about when this monster is clearly going to attack something other than the giant robot? No? Okay then. I guess I'm the idiot. I have to wonder if these specific characters were even in the original script. It really feels like the most tacked on subplot. So they get escorted to the main villain, and it's nothing more than an excuse to start monologuing. Well, at least Mecha here snuffed that out nicely. Now, with Mechagodzilla on the loose, it's up to Godzilla and Kong to band together to defeat it. Which I guess the last thing then this Bumble Bunch has left to do is to try to stop Mechagodzilla in the most comedic fashion possible by hacking into the computer trying to guess the password. They end up just destroying the computer, spilling alcohol on it, which causes Mechagodzilla to stall. And you know what would have just made better sense? While being able to leave out this entire subplot that still incorporates this stalling shot, have the system itself just glitch out. Well, since Mechagodzilla already destroyed half of the base, it seems pretty reasonable just to have the whole system glitch out when the plot needed it to. Then you manage to take out 25 minutes of crap that wasn't even needed. So after they do that, their next scene is the aftermath, and they meet up with MBB's dad, who's just been standing around confused in all 3 scenes he's been in. After that, you have a weird shot of Millie Bobby Brown looking up at Kong, and then Kong looking at Godzilla. Is it supposed to be like a weird passing from King of the Monsters for Kong? And what? I don't kind of get it. Why does she get the... Only Millie Bobby Brown got the shot of like the longing look into the sunset. Why does she get it? And then why does it go to Kong? Wouldn't it have made more sense to use the little girl and then to Kong and then to Godzilla? That would make way more sense. And after Godzilla, just have a shot of the entire cast. Why that specific character got highlighted at the very end, I don't know why, especially since the entire plot she did is just complete crap. Anyways, as you can see, with just some minor changes in the monologue, where instead of him just doing it to MBB's Misfit Crew, he can just be looking over at Mechagodzilla and just having a random rant, and then this happens. Instead of Fire Dick over here glitching out Mechagodzilla, just have it happen naturally and just be a random Deus Ex. Anyways, that's the only real problem I had with Godzilla vs. Kong, and I really wish that whole subplot was just taken out. I might just go back, take this movie, take out all their scenes, maybe try to fix up what I need to, and just be like, screw it, now I got an hour-and-a-half film that I can enjoy even better, because I don't have to then watch this crap that does absolutely nothing to the plot. Absolutely nothing. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Probably one more time. Absolutely nothing.